recognize it has the foot locker in it and everything.
So did you guys get rid of Ouija boards because somebody did it and had an experience? Or?
Well, we just don't want anything, I mean, I don't believe in it. Yes, exactly. And
I gotcha.
And if somebody, let's say that they open a door they can't close, I don't want to risk that in here, would you?
No.
Okay.
No, that would be.
Okay, I told you that we house death row. These first cells that have the fencing up against them, can you guys hear me back there? Silence. I'll put you in the corner.
She'll lock you up.
Yeah.
The first cells down here with the fencing would have been where we housed death row. However, if we had more here than that could cover, I'm sure it would go however far down it had to. But this was the side death row would have been housed in. Okay?
What were the little door things in the walls?
I'm not sure.
That's access to the heating.
Yeah, I would think it was
Oh, okay.
heating, and then there's some areas that they look like, they might have been like fireplaces almost.
I saw the whole pole shoot to drop to feed the whole steam boiler.
I don't know. That wasn't a lot of
Justin do for the?
There was no coal. I think they didn't use coal though, I think it was all water steam.
When I'm in a cold room. Is there in a cold room with server?
Okay, we're gonna go to the west.
Is there a downstairs? Is there a basement?
Later, I'll show you how to get to the administration base.
City of Chicago, boilers are still running in the 1910s. Yeah. It built like a fucking freight train.
Kind of like this group of five, plus I'm gonna show you guys.
Is this the room we started?
Yes. Okay, can you all hear me back there? So that you know where this area is, right under the steps, there are new working restrooms there. So later on, if you're in the building, you have to use the restroom. There's some really nice restrooms in there.
Careful.
So that I show them what it is. You know, they don't actually. Yeah, just stand along this thing right here because we're going to come back this way. And I'm going to tell you what this is so that you understand.
Would this be considered off limits?
Well, you can't climb this in. You guys just want to step closer. Okay, this hole in the floor was actually caved in and starting to do it again. And so they tore up the tile and they dug out. This was like the old, what would you call it, Matt? Like drainage or heating? Steam tunnel, and so they left it exposed so that people could kind of see how the prison functioned. A lot of the damage in the walls, the way the architect designed the building was for the downspouts to be between the walls. Well, you probably didn't realize that 100 years later, those were probably great, and that's where we have a lot of damage, and you'll see a lot of man-made downspouts come in the exteriors of the wall, especially in like the administration areas when we get up there. So that's like a lot of the damage in the building that's from the weather, because we've been in Ohio. Yeah, that happens. We're going to circle back around and hopefully.
I don't necessarily understand. Steam channel. There's no fucking way steam has pipes.
Not that I know, but.
Is it like it was? Steam has pressure.
Yeah. No, he'd give me a bonus.
wasn't cool. I think that was needs a Mimi.
What year was it?
I didn't get to see it.
Okay. In the movie Shawshank Redemption, believe it or not, the only part that wasn't filmed here were the cell blocks. They actually took the style of our cell blocks, but they actually went to a warehouse and built cell blocks that were facing each other. And I think this is showing you how they did that. The first cells here that have been restored were restored by the rock group Godsmack. It was used in a rock video called Wait.
Wow.
And this gold cell with the red walls, the bling I call it, that was used in a rap video by Lil Wayne called Go DJ. Okay. Now, unfortunately, when Air Force One, Tango and Cash, Harry Met Walter, and Shawshank Redemption was made, the state had the deed. So the state got all the money from those movies.
Of course, it's government. Yeah.
So this is the West Cell Block, and it's 5 years high. Okay? There's a story about the scaffolding. We used to use scaffolding to paint once every 5 years. We used to do windows just about all the time on it. And there was an accident on the scaffolding, and 5 men did fall to their death. So when you're down here, not only is it marked out there on the bulletin, but this is the West Cell Block. If you haven't read that in the yard, get in here. Just remember the area with the scaffolding is the West Cell Block. We're going to go down the path and put the areas that you need to know about down here. There is stories about inmates that other inmates' cigarettes and didn't pay up and they got tossed over the railing. Not the cigarettes, the inmates. Just remember when you're in here, it might be an empty building, but just about anywhere you've been, there's probably been somebody, a suicide, or somebody that got murdered, or a natural death. It's hard to imagine, but there were a lot of deaths in here. There was a lot of fighting went on in those old prisons.
What time do the lights go off?
Right around the end of our tour. They might even go off before our tour. It will be very dark.
We've got an LCD, we've got LCD.
I doubt they actually gave them any in there when they were in there.
Right.
Probably. Everybody can hear me. Well, this is the west shower room, obviously. Now, when we were in the east cell block and I showed you the metal steps that went up, there's an east shower room right past those metal steps. I didn't take you everywhere because I want you to be able to find some things on your own and go, ooh, cool, what's this? Like I did when I was a ghost hunter. Of course, when I was a ghost hunter, I think we just kept hitting the same things and going in circles over and over and over. It took like my 3rd trip here, I think, until we covered the whole building. Okay? The area that you walk through with all the side rooms would have once been a laundry facility until they built one out back. Now, we passed some staircases, and I was letting the other groups go up there, but we're going to go up there now, and that takes us, I don't know if you have a map, but there's an area called the Jesus Room. We're going to go up there, and there's a floor above that. So there's 2 floors up there, and when we get there, we'll talk about that.
Okay, just making sure I'm moving.
Hi.
was listening to her.